How are you doing? Well, so today, is everything okay in every way? Do you need someone to talk to?
Hey guys, have you ever tried to explain something super complex to a kid? Like, imagine trying to break down nuclear physics to a 5-year-old. It's tough, but here is the thing. The gap between a kid's understanding and the intricacies of science is nothing compared to the gap between our human brains and the true nature of God. I mean, we're talking about an infinite being here, and our minds can only grasp so much. So, when God tries to reveal himself to us, he often has to simplify things. He's like, hey, just trust me on this one. And we're like, okay, cool. We'll take your word for it. One of those mind-blowing truths is the concept of the Trinity. One God, 3 divine persons, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's like, how can one nature be 3 persons? It's a mystery, folks. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but wait, isn't this just some fancy theological concept? And to that I say, yeah, kind of. But here is the thing. Theologians have tried to break it down for us. They say the distinction between the 3 persons is based on their relationships with each other. It's like, God the Father is the one who knows himself, and God the Son is the expression of that knowledge. And then T here is God the Holy Spirit, who is the result of God's love for himself. Let me try to illustrate this with an example. Imagine you are looking in a mirror, and you see your reflection staring back at you. But what if that reflection came to life and stood next to you? You'd still be one person, with one human nature, but there would be 2 persons, you and your reflection. And then, because you love yourself in a healthy way, of course, there would be this ardent love between you and your reflection. That love would be like a 3rd person, a living, breathing reproduction of yourself. It's a weird analogy, I know, but it kind of helps us understand the relationship between the 3 persons of the Trinity. God the Father is like the original person, God the Son is like the reflection, and God the Holy Spirit is like the love between them. 3 divine persons, 1 divine nature. It's a mystery, but it's also kind of beautiful. Now, I know some of you might be feeling frustrated, like, I don't get it, and I never will. But here is the thing, that's okay. We're dealing with a mystery of faith, and no one, not even the smartest theologian, can fully understand it. We're just gonna have to trust God on this one. And hey, let's not forget that God has revealed a lot about himself to us already. We should be grateful for that, rather than getting frustrated about what we don't understand. I mean, think about it. God is infinite, and we're just finite humans. It's like, we can't even begin to comprehend the depth of his nature. One thing we do need to avoid, though, is thinking of the Trinity as a timeline. Like, God the Father came first, then God the Son, and then God the Holy Spirit. All 3 persons are equally eternal, with the same infinite perfection. They're not subordinate to each other. They're just different aspects of the same God. We do attribute certain works to each person, though. Like, God the Father is the Creator, God the Son is the Redeemer, and God the Holy Spirit is the Sanctifier. But at the end of the day, what one does, all do. Where one is, all are. It's a mystery, but it's also kind of amazing. So, that's the Trinity in a nutshell, or at least, my attempt to explain it. It's a complex concept, but it's also beautiful. And hey, even if we don't fully understand it, we can still appreciate the beauty of God's nature and the fact that he's revealed himself to us in the first place. I hope you gained something valuable. This journey through success, failure, sin, and redemption, it's been a long road, and I don't want to make it sound like I have it all figured out. But if anything I said connected with you, or maybe gave you a new perspective on where you are at in life, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps get this message out there, and I promise you, it keeps me motivated to keep pushing and sharing more with you. If you are dealing with struggles, questions, or just want to talk about anything I mentioned today, leave a comment down below. I try to read through them all, and I'll do my best to respond. We're in this together, and I want to help guide you through whatever you are going through. If there is something you didn't quite understand, or maybe something you want me to dig deeper into, let me know. Your input means everything. And, hey, if you want to stay updated on all this content and go deeper with me into the lessons I am learning, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know how it works. Your support lets me know I am doing something right, and it helps this channel keep growing. Trust me, there is a lot more coming, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Remember, this isn't just about mates, it's about all of us. We've all got a story, and we're all figuring it out as we go. I am not perfect, but with God's grace, I am learning, I am growing, and I am here for you every step of the way. So go ahead and subscribe, like the video if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you want to dive deeper into any of this. Thanks for your support. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed and keep pushing forward.